Hi, Angela and Nick here with SplitterSplatPreKCoop, and today we're going to show you how to make and play with your dinner die. All right, so the two things that you're going to have at this point are this little box here. You're going to want to assemble. It's a little 2x2 white box, and that's going to be your actual, die. And then you also have a little sticker sheet. So what you're going to want to do is have your kiddos decorate the icons, and then just snip, 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 peel, and put on each of the faces of your little box. And this is what it looks like when you're done. All right, so how you play the basic game is that everybody gets a chance to roll the die, and you roll it, and depending on what you roll, that will determine what question you get to ask, and you get to choose someone to ask a question of. So we like to play where you have to choose somebody who has not been asked a question yet. That way we like to spread the conversation around, and it's not just everybody asking dad or mom the same question, right? Or all the questions. So that's kind of the general rule. You don't have to do all six, it just depends on how long you want the conversation to go. It's very flexible, but we like it as a kind of a conversation starter. So let's talk about the different faces and what they mean. We'll start with this one here. This one is, the question is, what was the best part of my day? This is a great one for modeling gratitude, right? And kind of trying to understand what makes another person tick. It's a really great way to get to know somebody. So this is a really great one that we like to kind of require, actually. So no matter how bad of a day you have to pick at least one thing that was good about it. There's got to be one thing that was the best part. So that's kind of how we do it in our family.
And we've noticed that sometimes asking big questions, like a vaguer best part of your day, might be a little hard for, well, even for me to answer, but especially the younger kiddos. And so what we like to do is get more specific, more concrete, and found out that that's actually a better way to get the conversation started by really zoning in, especially for our 3-year-old. We said, like, was there a part of your day that made you really happy, or were you super proud at something that happened today?
Right, or did you laugh a lot, right? Or something that was super fun. Those are a little bit more concrete ways to help them come up with an answer and be part of the discussion. So that's a great point, Nick. And the same thing applies for this next face here. This is what was the worst part of your day. So a more concrete version of that might be, was there a time during the day when you were mad or sad or really frustrated, right? So those are some ways that you can be more concrete with this. This is a great question because it fosters empathy and also models vulnerability. It's good for your kiddos to see that, hey, moms and dads have kind of bad days too, or worst parts of their day, and that we're resilient and we recover and we move on and we just keep going. And it's also, as far as empathy goes, wow, gosh, you know what, that happened to me once, let me tell you about it. Or wow, I can see how that would make you feel, really sad, or that might have been really hard for you. So this is, again, a great way to foster empathy yeah. So, okay, so the next one is this one right here, this fun little mountaintop. This is, what was your most fabulous challenge? This is a fantastic way to celebrate challenges and to foster a growth mindset. And you as a parent, it's really important to show not just the times when, oh, I did something really hard, but also, I conquered it, or maybe I didn't conquer it. Maybe I totally failed, or maybe I'm still working on it, even better, right? I'm still working on it. I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm working on this really big puzzle for work, right? So we want to make sure and celebrate those challenges, encourage them, and that it's okay to fail. It's no fun to fail, but it's okay to fail because we learn from it, right? And talk about that. Growth mindset. All right, so the next one is this little guy right here, a little high five. For us, it's a high five or a hug. It's a great way to get in a little bit of physical touch for those that maybe that's their love language. And it really just depends on who's receiving and who's giving as to what it really is, right? Any sort of contact is great as long as the two are consenting. Sometimes, somebody's just not going to want to hug and they're not in a hugging mood. Well, great. Can we do a fist bump? Can we do a high five, right? Can we make contact in some physical way, in a way that's appropriate and comfortable for you? So this is a great way, again, to show our love through physical touch. High five or hug. Okay, so the next one is this one right here. And this one is compliment. So you might say something like, I love Ava because she's courageous. Or I am really proud of Andrew because he is kind. Or I admire Andrew because he is curious. This is a great way to use words of affirmation to lift each other up, but also another great way to do character call outs and reinforce good character traits, kindness, empathy, things like that. Another thing this is really great for is introducing new vocabulary words. Wow, Andrew, I just really admire how kind you are. Here's how I know you're kind, and then give a specific example of what they actually did that was kind and demonstrated kindness. That is a really great concrete way to help them learn new words and also hopefully, celebrate and internalize good character traits.
Okay. It also lets us sneak in a little gratitude as well, and like kind of teaches them or models for them how to take a compliment. You can say, thank you for the kind words, Andrew.
That's exactly right. So we also require that whoever receives the compliment, that's a great point, Nick, always has to say thank you or thank you for the kind words, right? Yes, absolutely. Okay, so the very last one is this one right here, and this is a thank you. So whereas, the best part of your day, we did talk about that's reinforcing gratitude on a daily basis. This is also kind of about gratitude and words of affirmation kind of in one. Because you're expressing that gratitude, but you're doing it in a way that's highly personalized. Thank you so much, Ava, today for giving me that hug when I really needed it, right? Or thank you so much for your help today, Andrew. You were such a great helper when I was trying to bring the groceries in. So again, words of affirmation, calling those character traits out, and showing gratitude for each other and love for each other and lifting each other up in that way. So we love this little game. It's fun. It's got a random element. You never know what question's going to be asked. Our kids just are addicted to rolling dice. So, that's a total hit in our house. And we really hope that you guys love it as much as we do. All right. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.
Bye.